Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Love. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here's a heat. And as he throws, got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Gets it out fast. Oh, he got loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finding an escape route. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and ball. It's not 3rd and ball. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a space. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, no secret. This guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Carr. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. This time on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Floating away. With the catch, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Steps away to find some room. Find some fresh air.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a man. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Miller. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short-yarded situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play the deep one.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, better look out. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, a lot of space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Caught in the backfield, it's Pauly. What a cut, now he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try to get outside. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Pauly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The Irish send out the punt unit. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And here comes the punt team. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And it just with the Dr. Hood, you needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
They're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. Longer. Gorilla.
Looking to fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work.
Let's go. Lasso.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Buys a little time with his feet. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Singleton. Going to try to get it himself. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback moving. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the run, still looking. He breaks the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Now improvising. They might go back to that one in the big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. He'll pull it down and run. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking to buy time. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion.
How about that for a lesson? You march down the field, you score a touchdown on the opening drive of the game, and you go for two, and it all is gravy. 8-0 early.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Send the tight end in motion. Toss sweep to the left. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
I think the offense was hoping the defense would be expecting inside runs, so they toss it trying to use the speed to get to the outside, but the defense didn't bite. They were there to make a negative play and now set up fourth down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And first down for the offense. Bam. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 8, Notre Dame 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Carr. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, going up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There's nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He'll try to do it himself. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback extends the play. Inside the 35. Kearney on the Jets. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Still looking, on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Grab behind the line. It's Locke. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here comes the 2-point try. Pushes ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Creates a little room. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Price. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. He's loose. Oh, he dropped it. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got a lot of room to the right. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Allard. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Penn State 24.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Together, starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
There he goes! Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass.
There he goes! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw again. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Irish! And the comeback is on.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, and I give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the wildcat. On the snap, it's Singleton. He'll pull it down. Oh, out of space. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 24, Notre Dame 19.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Buying some time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Looking to scramble. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose on the right. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. He's going to run it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Trying to escape. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Wide open spaces. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Allen. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win. Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.
game.